Hey guys, EBPMAN here, and today we're going to take a look at the Google Mini Home. Let's check it out. Now, as many of you may know, Google recently announced that they were adding 2 additional devices to the Google Home family. This happens to be the Mini. There is a larger speaker that is a lot more expensive, but this is really targeted towards challenging, or I would say competing with the price point with Alexa's Dot, which is small, and I have one as well. So this solution has all the capabilities of your standard Google Home, except it's a lot smaller. So let's do the unboxing. Let's check out the unit and see how it works. Now, for those of you who have yet to purchase or get into the world of these type of devices, I just wanted to show you some of the partners or integration that exists within the Google line of home products. You do have connectivity with Nest, which means that you're going to be able to, using your voice, control the thermostat in your home. You'll be able to control or view actually your security camera, so you can literally tell the Google Mini product, or home products for that matter, show me this camera, and it will show up on your TV, because as you noticed, it also is integrated with Google Chromecast. You have Philips Hue, so the smart light bulbs also work. The Wemo, which are your, again, IoT devices. This is the electrical outlet switches that allow you to turn on and turn off lights. It will give you access like to Google Photos, Spotify, Netflix, YouTube, you name it. So really giving you access to the entire ecosystem that is available to YouTube as well as Google. Now, inside the box, you're going to have your Mini, and we'll look at this in a second. Push over to the side. You have a user guide for getting started, and then you have a charging cord, which is also micro USB based. Surprised, not USB-C. See, is there anything else? That's it. Now let's take a closer look at the unit itself. This comes in 2 colors. I chose the charcoal. There is a silver, but I find that it was just too light. And as you're touching this, because it's a fabric, I didn't want it to get dirty as easily as I would anticipate the other one will. On the bottom here, you have a rubberized surface. You do have your USB micro USB connector here. You have a switch that's going to allow you to turn off the mic so it's not listening when you want it to go mute. You do have the ability on the sides, by tapping on the sides here, to increase and decrease the volume, but you can also use your voice to do it. Now, there were other functions that were here where you could tap to play, pause, or long press to work with your Google Assistant. I don't know if those tap features are working, because there was a recent update that disabled them because the assistant was listening at all times and there was concerns with privacy. So that function to do the long press to talk to Google, mostly, if not all, the tap functions have been disabled. Now, as soon as you plug in your Mini, it's going to go through a startup process. There's probably going to be some audio cues as well. One of the things that you'll need in order for this unit to work is to have the app installed on your phone. So here it's started up. All right.
Welcome to Google Home. To get started, download the Google Home app on a phone or tablet.
All right, so let's go ahead and bring our phone into the picture so that we can have it configured. Now, you'll need to download this app, which is the Home app. And once you do, especially if you already have a home device, it's going to be pretty smart, because I just wanted to show you something right here. I went ahead and just started up the app, and it identified that there was a Google Home device nearby that was new. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through the setup process. Now it's telling me about, let's walk through the process. It says a Google Home Mini was found. Would you like to set up this device? I'm going to hit next. It says your phone may disconnect from Wi-Fi during the setup process. And so far this has been brainless. I haven't had to do anything. As soon as I turned it on, it just recognized it, and it's now acknowledged that it's been connected. So it's asking, have I heard that little beep or that musical tone? And I'm going to say yes. And now what I can do is I can name this one. So this one I'm going to keep in my office. So I'm going to say office and just go through the next. Now it's going to go through my Wi-Fi networks. Let me go ahead and set that up. Now, as soon as I've selected my existing Wi-Fi network, it's going through the process of configuring it. Let's see if it requires me to re-input my password, or will it take it from my phone. All right, so we went ahead and switched audio sources. I just wanted to give you a brief demo of how the speaker works, or the Google Home Mini. You'll notice that by tapping here on the side, the volume's going up, volume goes down. It goes up. and it's pretty loud. So what we're going to do is the app itself is going to guide you through all the things you can do, and really having YouTube, having Spotify, having Pandora, it really connects with the various music sources. And one of the things that I found most transformational when it comes to my experience of any of these devices has been about how have I become more, I would say, open to various music genres. So being able to explore a lot more. So what you could do is you could literally tell the device that you'd want to play some music. You can set the volume, you can tell it to stop, you can get answers. So let's try one of these. Hey Google, how do you say nice to meet you in Korean?
만나서 반갑습니다.
All right. I can ask, hey Google, what's the nearest Best Buy?
Best Buy is on 4925 Calsag Road in Crestwood and is 3 miles away.
Okay. Now what you could also do is make phone calls. So now with you can actually call someone, and it's going to be connected into your Google Contacts. Now, one of the things that just recently was released, and when I say recent, it's been some time, but it was more towards the half of this year. You can have multiple users use this device, and it's going to manage multiple accounts. So the contacts for each one of those people are going to be a little bit different. You can try this one. Hey Google, tell me a joke.
One joke coming up. What happens when the cactus gets in the way of a porcupine? A prickly situation.
Yeah, okay. So you can do facts, but really for me, it's about how long. You can do traffic things, like you can say, I'm in Chicago, so I'll ask it this question. Hey Google, how long will it take me to get downtown Chicago?
With moderate traffic, it will take you 43 minutes to drive to Chicago Loop.
All right, so you can use it for directions. You can ask it also for phone numbers. So you can say, the keyword and then ask it, what's the phone number for this business? And it will tell you. And the neat thing about it is that you can actually make phone calls from this as well. So a lot of flexibility. And as you can tell by the audio, we're going to bring it up to the highest. All right, that's the highest setting. Let's go ahead and ask it one more question. You can hear how loud. I'm not going to play music because the music with all the copyright stuff, just going to stay away from that. But let's try something else. Hey Google, how is the S&P 500 doing today?
As of 3:57 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time today, the S&P 500 is up 0.07% to 2,559.
Okay, and you heard how loud that is. This is a full speaker, so the sound feels very, I would say, deep and encompassing. It covers a wide area. It doesn't sound tingy at all. And my experience with both of the Google Assistants, either on this device or on the larger home, are very similar, at least the way it sounds. So definitely something that I would encourage, especially because of the price point. This, I believe, is sub $50. And again, having all the music, having the ability to make phone calls at no cost, also being able to get all this type of information. And look how small this thing is. It's very small. It doesn't take up a lot of space. The only thing I would say that is negative about it is the fact that I wish it was self-powered, that it was, that it had its own battery, so I can unplug it and take it to another room and listen to music without having to unplug it. But I know that there's some bases and some adapters that are people making for these type of things. Now you could power this with a standard battery backup too. So if you connect this to a, one of those phone backups, it will work as well. So that was my unboxing. That was my setup of the new Google Mini. If you have any comments or questions about the product, leave it in the comment area below. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. And as always, don't forget to share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.